Hello, Assalamu alaikum, and good afternoon, my dear all friends. I'm Ahmed Rashid Ahmed Zay, again a new English lecture. Starting with the name of my channel, most merciful and most gracious. My dear all friends, before starting on today's lecture, same like usual, as you all know, it has been changed as my habitual action, my dear all friends, that in each of my presentation, in each of my YouTube lectures, I would like to ask my all viewers to subscribe my YouTube channel and like my videos, and something else that I want to ask you all, my dear all friends, while subscribing my YouTube channel, do not forget to press the bell icon, because it is really important to press the bell icon. By pressing the bell icon of my YouTube channel, you can receive all the notifications of my new videos. My dear all friends, as you all can see, that today we are going to present a lecture of grammar. It's really a nice grammatical lecture. We are going to learn what can we do with those two-syllable verbs that they can, when we want to change them into second or third form. It means when you want to change a base form of the verb and they are regular verbs to second form or to third form, what is the rules of using D and also ED? My dear all friends, as I mentioned, for those one-syllable verbs that they are ending with a vowel letter, with a consonant letter, and a consonant letter is preceded by a vowel letter, on that time we need to double the consonant at the end and we need to add an ED at the end of them. For example, nod, like this one. On that time we need to double the D at the end and add an ED to change them to second and also to third form. Something that I want to mention, my dear all friends, for regular verbs, the second and third forms are completely the same. Okay, for two-syllable verbs, that the second syllable is stressed. My dear all friends, for two-syllable verbs, when the second syllable is stressed, on that time we need to do the same rules when the rule which we are doing, or the rule which we are following for the verbs with they are one syllables. It means we need to double the consonant at the end for those two syllables, that the second syllable is stressed. We need to double the consonant at the end and we need to add an ED at the end of them. But they have something special. My dear all friends, it's really mentionable. We cannot double all the consonant at the end of our verbs and we can add an ED. There is something, my dear all friends. When those two-syllable verbs that they are ending with consonant plus vowel plus consonant, on that time we can double the consonant at the end and we can have an ED. The second step is when you found out, when you discover that the second syllable is stressed, on that time you can double the consonant and you can add an ED at the end of your verb. Let's have some examples. The first example is regret. Regret. It has two syllables. By tapping we can discover that how many syllables does our verb has. We evaluated that this verb has two syllables. It means the second syllable is stressed. As I mentioned, we need to double the consonant at the end and we need to have an E. Regret. The second and the third form are completely the same. Regret. The second syllable is stressed, so far we can double the consonant at the end and add an ED. As I mentioned, this verb is also ending with consonant, vowel, consonant. Also, let's have another example. Admit. Admit is a verb with the second syllable is stressed. We need to double the consonant at the end and we need to add an ED at the end of our verbs. What can we do for those two-syllable verbs when the first syllable is stressed? When the first syllable is stressed, we only can add an ED. Do not double the consonant. Once again, I want to mention, my dear friends, those two-syllable verbs, when the first syllable is stressed, do not double the consonant at the end and do not add, you can add an ED. Yes, you can add an ED, but you do not need to double the consonant. For example, treated. The first syllable is stressed. So far, we cannot double the N at the end. We only need to add an ED. Offer. The first syllable is stressed. So on, we only need to add an ED at the end of our verb. My dear all friends, it was our today's lecture for spelling of two-syllable verbs. When the two-syllable verbs are ending with some consonant, vowel, consonant, and the first syllable is stressed or the second syllable is stressed, how can we add an ED at the end of them to change them from first form to second, also to third form? My dear friends, I hope you enjoyed and learned some new things from our today's lecture. In case of facing with any objection, any suggestion, or any question, you can write it down in my video comment section. Do not forget to like my videos, subscribe my YouTube channel, and do not forget to press the bell icon of my YouTube channel to receive all the notifications of my new videos. Take care of yourself, be blessed, stay home, be safe. Allah Hafiz.